Well, Louisa, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so excited to be interviewing you. I've been wanting to interview you for ages because I am part of your Facebook group, and I think you've got an incredible group there, the Momtrepreneurs South Africa. And I've been wanting to interview you to hear your story and where you got started, what happened. So let's dive into it. So
thank you so much for having me.
No, it's a big, big pleasure. So do you want to let us know how did you get started in business?
Okay, so my story is quite simple and quite short, but I was a housewife. I had my first baby 6 years ago, and obviously being a first-time mom, you are scared to put your child in daycare. I was very scared. I didn't know what to do. I just said I was adamant, I will not put my child in daycare. I will look after her at home. And, after being at home for a little while, you start to realize that you need an income. Women need things on a monthly basis. You've got needs, you've got wants, desires. And I realized that I need an income. And I wanted to start a business and advertise. And as soon as I went onto Facebook and onto social media platforms, I realized, this is now 6 years ago, I realized 3 years ago, there isn't really a platform for women to advertise. Now, back then, there weren't any platforms. Today, there's about 30, 40, 50 platforms. But there really wasn't a space for me that I felt comfortable to advertise my business in. And then I realized there's a gap in the market. And I started Momtrepreneurs is a Facebook group. Oh, it went so slow. It went very slow. I think 6 months down the line, I think I had not even 100 members. And I said, okay, no, wait, I'm going to give this one last push and see if I can grow this group. And it just took off. It took off after 6 months of trying and failing. It started growing 2,000, 3,000 members. And then I realized I can actually make an income from this if I start a business involving this. And I soon discovered that small businesses is really my passion. That is where my heart lies, where my passion is. And I took that opportunity and I turned it into a business. And today, 3 years later, I can say that I've got a successful business. I've got a very successful group. And I also realized what my passion in life is while doing all this, while still being a mom, being at home, getting an income. And that to me is very, very important. To be able to tell people, to get the message out there that you do not have to sit at home and not have an income. You can be at home with your babies, if you want, and still generate an income for yourself. Because I feel in today's life, and I've seen this over and over again in this last 3 years, women are at home because they have the need to be with their children on a daily basis. But then they don't know that there's actually opportunities out there for them to earn an income. They don't realize that there's people out there to help them. And that's where people like me and you come in to help these women, to guide them, to educate them, to assist them, and to show them that it's possible for you to be at home, be a current mom, be an involved mom, but still have the opportunity to earn an income.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be one of the two. You can be both.
Exactly. We don't have to choose anymore. I think one of the things that I just love that's happened, especially in the last, I would say probably 7 years, is how easy it has become to have a business online. Prior to that, when you wanted a website, you needed programmers, you needed people that knew how to do things. And it was difficult, it was expensive, it wasn't user-friendly. These days, it is so easy to, join a website. You can, within a couple of hours, you can have a beautiful website set up. Everything is just so much easier these days to set up online. And I totally agree with you. We don't just have to be mums anymore. We can have anything we want. We basically just need to decide what it is. I love what you said, that you started your group, and only once you started your group, then you identified the gap in the market. I mean, that is fantastic. So that is because so often ladies come to me and they say, oh, I want to start a business, but I don't know what to do. And I just love how you actually just started something based on what your needs were, and then you just grew it from there. So do you just want to tell us a little bit, what exactly is Momtrepreneurs, and how have you actually been able to monetize it?
Well, it started with only the Facebook group. It grew from that. My first income opportunity after that was I saw that women are they don't always have the necessary skills to advertise. They don't know how. They're scared. Social media scares them. So I started posting on their behalf. And that's by means of doing that, I started to generate a very small but steady income. From that, in October 2021, I started my first women's business directory. There was only one in the country. So mine was the second one in South Africa. There's quite a few now, people jump on the bandwagon, but there was a need for a place to go to search for something you're looking for.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, you are looking for a party planner and balloons for your child's birthday party. So you go onto this women's business directory, you search for it, a few names comes up, you go onto their Facebook pages and you find what you're looking for. So that to me was something that was really important to me. And I got my developer, we started the website, and it's been running for 2 years, I think, maybe 3. And that was the second kind of thing that I started from the group. And then eventually last year, January, I started my magazine. So that's the 3 platforms, basically, the 3 things that we use. You can say Momtrepreneurs is based around that. Yeah, it was very difficult growing the group. It's not an easy task. I actually gave up a few times and then just started again. And today we've got over 22,000 members, and it's growing by the day.
I know, it is incredible. It is absolutely incredible, because I know, I mean, I've got a Facebook group and I know how hard it is to run a Facebook group. And I think I've been in your group for maybe over a year now. I'm not sure exactly, but I know it must be at least a year. And I've just been blown away by how that group just keeps on growing and growing. It is phenomenal. So who exactly is the group for? So if anyone is listening right now and I'm thinking, oh, Momtrepreneurs South Africa. So who's the type of person that will benefit from being in that group?
Any woman in South Africa. I get this so much. People asking me, I actually had a radio interview last year. And the first question they asked me, I'm not a mom. Can I be in your group? Yes, you can. It's Momtrepreneurs because I started the group and I'm a mom. But any woman in South Africa, whether you've got a business or not, because remember, when you look at the group, the Facebook group, you would normally immediately think, this is for women with businesses. It's not really. If you're a woman shopping, you can join my group, because remember, we need people to buy from us. We can't just advertise to each other. We need people that doesn't have businesses to buy from us and from each other. So we've got a mix of people in the group. We've got buyers, we've got sellers, we've got shoppers only, we've got people that have a business, but they're shopping as well. That's very important to have. So we've got a very mix of different types of women in the group. But the only thing is, you need to be a woman. I get about 2 to 3 men trying to join the group a day. I normally post once or twice a month. I post the block amount of members I block each month. And I think it goes over 500 a month, where it's somebody disguised as a woman trying to get into the group. I don't know why they do the scams mostly. Men that try and change they say, are you female? They click yes, but I can see you're not female.
Yeah.
So a lot of people try to enter the group, which are not permitted.
Yeah.
I try to really make sure that we are only South African women. There are a few women that has immigrated, that I do allow, because I mean, if you're South African, why can't you be on the group?
Yeah.
So that's allowed. But the main thing is, you need to be female to be in my magazine, to be on the platforms, any of my platforms. I think it's what makes Momtrepreneurs so different. This was the first initiative in South Africa that only allowed females to advertise. Today, like I said, there's quite a few people that ran with the idea, but Momtrepreneurs was the first in South Africa, and to me, that will always be my baby. It will always be something that I'm so proud of, and I will every day try and build on that and try to grow the groups.
And you're doing a great job. I can commend you for that. I love that it is just for women, because I also only work with women, and there's a reason I specifically do it, because I just feel that especially the mum or the new small business owner who doesn't have all the skills, doesn't have all the knowledge of running a business, with all due respect, I've got a wonderful husband. I always say my husband's the only man that's in our group because he's very much part of my business, and he does a lot of the training and coaching, especially the mindset stuff. And I just find that a lot of the times the men can be very degrading, or they can be very know-it-all. And we don't need that. Where the women, I find when it's only women in a group, you're actually there to uplift each other. And no matter at what level you are, everybody is generally there to help each other, to support each other, to encourage each other. And I just feel that that kind of disappears a little bit when there's men in the group as well. It's almost like we don't want to be as open, be as fragile, and just be as raw that we can be, and authentic, yeah, as we can be the minute there's men in. So I totally get it with you.
We just need that push. That's all.
I'm not anti men at all. Because someone said to me, "Oh, you anti men?" Not at all.
I get that a lot.
My husband is very much part of my business, but I just feel that women, we have been on the backbone. In fact, you and I were talking about this. We no longer just the mum that has the babies and that's, stands behind the stove and cook food. We actually are bringing in our own income. We are part of the support for the family, yet we still get treated very often, like, well, have you done the washing? Have you done the cleaning? Why is there no food in the cupboard? Don't even get me started on that. But I do.
We all get that.
I think that's just where we need to get a new equal playing field, which is definitely not there yet. We need to work on it.
The other thing, yes, but the other thing also, if you think about it, women sell things that women buy. And to me, this was a big factor. It's got nothing to do with being male or being female. It's got nothing to do with the egocentric type of thing. It's just the mere fact that you buy from me and I buy from you. You sell Avon, I use Avon. You sell whatever you sell, women use that. So that's the big thing for me. We need to remember that we buy from each other. If I'm looking for party things for my daughter's birthday party, I'm going to buy it from a female. What is the chances that I would buy that from a male? Very slim. So that's also the other thing, that we support each other. It's happening already. So why not do it within a platform or within a certain group? And that was one of the big factors behind starting this platform.
Oh, that's fantastic. So tell me a little bit about the magazine, and what is in the magazine? What do you do, and who is the magazine for, and how can anyone be part of the magazine?
Well, our magazine is mainly for women-owned businesses. I do not mind if it's a husband and wife duo. Not at all. It's welcome, as long as there's sorry for that.
That's okay.
As long as there's a female involved, that's fine. We do all things business and lifestyle. It's actually called Momtrepreneurs SA Business and Lifestyle Magazine. So you can find a different array of things in there, from business adverts to advertorials to inspirational and motivational stories from women that started their own business, that wants to share their story. There's a lot of articles, recipes, quite a lot of lifestyle things to also keep your mind busy, a bit away from business, so that you can also relax and just read, especially if you're an avid reader. We have quite a few specials at the moment. The big thing is that we would like to keep our rates as low as possible, because we understand that women don't have thousands to spend on an advert. The other day, I was so in shock. I read about a magazine in South Africa. I'm not going to say the name. They charge 8,500 rand for a full page. And to me, that's like, who has that type of money? It's just not feasible, especially to being a mom that stays at home, that works from home. You don't have that type of income. You've got a small business that you just started, so you've got a little bit of spare money to spend on marketing. And so that is our main focus, is being cost effective, being affordable, and offering payment plans. That is a big thing we introduced recently, so that the small mom from home can actually be able to afford advertising their business, because we all know that that's a very, very crucial part of having a business, is the marketing aspect.
Yeah.
We're running quite a few specials at the moment, especially long packages, 12-month packages. So if anybody's interested, they can just send me a WhatsApp or a DM, and I will give them some rates. Our magazine is going through a bit of a shift at the moment. We are moving from one platform to another. And this will happen. Our new platform will be available from September, but everything's going to remain the same. No big changes except for the platform.
Um, so the other thing that I want to know about the magazine is your viewership. How many people? So first of all, what does the magazine cost? And then what type of viewership do you get so that people know if they're going to advertise in your magazine, what can they expect? How many people is it going to, is going to see that?
We have an average readership of about 51,000 per month,
Oh,
per
my
edition.
word. That's massive.
And it's very popular. It's very loved. I think it's because it's one of the first magazines in the country that actually aimed at supporting women. And I think that idea exploded and people just love it. A lot of
That's
hard work,
fantastic.
a lot of dedication goes into this magazine. I sit sometimes at night until what time to write my articles. I do most of the writing. It's my passion, so I don't mind. But a lot of attention, a lot of detail, a lot of love goes into this magazine. It's available for free download, so you don't pay for it. The advertisers and that pays to get their material in the magazine, but if you want to download it, it's available for free download.
Oh, wow. So do you send out monthly emails? Do someone subscribe to the magazine and do you send out monthly emails, or how do people know when the new month's magazine is available?
We share it quite widely across social media. We do sponsored posts as well. Emailer goes out to subscribers, but it's not subscribed on the magazine itself. It's a subscriber on our website. So if you go onto momtrepreneurs.co.za, momtrepreneurs.sa.co.za, you will see there's a subscribe button. And as soon as you subscribe there, you will be getting emailers every month.
Okay.
Every second month to let you know that the new magazine is available. So that's also a quite nice way of spreading the magazine, but it is available across all social media platforms and on magster.com as well. That is an international magazine reading site.
Louisa, you are just incredible. I'm just blown away by what you've achieved in the last few years in such a short time. The following that you've built up. I mean, to have a download of a magazine, 51,000, oh my word, that is huge readership. It is just incredible. And I just have to congratulate you and commend you for the incredible job that you are doing, building this up. And you are a definite blessing to the businesswomen of South Africa. I can
Thank you so
definitely
much.
say that. If you can give advice to any woman who wants to start a business, maybe she doubts whether she can do it, whether she's not sure if she should do it, what would you say to her?
To me, that's a big one. I really believe, especially from my background, my story that I just shared, I was in that space where I didn't believe in myself, that I didn't feel that anything bigger is out there for me except for being a mom. I love being a mom. It's my favorite thing in the world. I wouldn't change it for anything, but having something other than that, having a business to call my own, that to me is major. So I would say go for it. There's going to be a lot of up and downs. It's going to be a lot of hectic steps to climb. Please don't ever believe it's just sunshine and roses, because it's not. That's the fact of the matter. But there's going to be a lot of people that's going to say it's not going to work. Don't try it. You're wasting your time. You're not making enough money. You're not good enough. You don't look good enough. I get that a lot. You don't look the part. You will get that. But it's building a barrier to kind of block them out, and being bigger, standing up, getting that confidence. Getting out of your comfort zone. I spoke about this yesterday doing another interview. Getting out of your comfort zone to me is a big thing. You have to do that in order to grow. If you sit in the same space for 6 months to a year, you're going to be at the same space. But if you get out of your comfort zone and do things that you're not used to doing, do things that it's not always nice, it's not always, it doesn't always feel right, but that's going to make for you to grow. That's the only thing that's going to help you to grow and to go to bigger places or better places.
Yeah.
So I would always say, if you have an idea, don't just throw it away because of what people say, or this happens a lot. People say, I want to do this, but there's 10 other people doing it. So they tend to leave the idea. Don't do that. Go with the idea. Be different. Be unique. Still do the same thing everybody's doing, but just do it a bit different.
Yeah.
Don't ever give up. Don't. That's to me, that's very important.
That is the most important thing. Just don't give up, because it's exactly like you say, business is hard. It's not easy.
Hard.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it and everyone would be successful. But it is so rewarding when you can do something that you love doing, when you can make an impact. For me, it's all about making an impact, leaving a legacy. So yeah, it's just absolutely so worth it to just go for it. And the biggest thing is just don't give up. Get someone, surround yourself with people that want to support you, surround yourself with people that want to see you succeed. That's the most
Support system
important
is
part.
very, very important. And
Yeah.
that's why we have groups like Momtrepreneurs SA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups out there that really does offer support. And having a support system is one of the most important things as well.
No, absolutely. Oh, Louisa, this has been so good. Louisa, if anyone wants to get hold of you, what is the easiest way for them to get hold of you? Is it via email or your Facebook or your group?
I can be sent a message on Facebook, Louisa Duartree. You can just search me. I've got a few pages. I've got a new page, Unwrapped with Louisa Duartree, where I do reviews. You can send me a personal message. And then my group, Momtrepreneurs South Africa, you will find it on Facebook. You can send me a message there.
I will put
I
all
can
the
leave my
links.
contact numbers.
I will put all the links
Yes.
to all your groups. I will put below this video or on the podcast. I'll just put it in the show notes as well, so that people can link to all those groups. Definitely, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, Louisa, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been so good to talk to you. I'm sure I'm going to have you back on again and we can just talk about all things business. But I just want to say a big thank you. I wish you all the success. And I know you've got some events going on. I hope they go really, really well. But wishing you all the success in the future.
Thank you so much.